you are already buckled in. So let's keep this road trip going and stretch the story out even further, because BYD's 2027 family car pushes not a 2-minute news clip. It is a decade-level shift in how Pakistani households buy, fuel, and live with their cars. Let's start with the ownership experience nobody shows in brochures. Picture it as July 2027 in Rahimur Khan. It is 43 degrees at 3 p.m. You are at work and your Sea Lion 05 is parked in the sun. At 3:45 your phone buzzes. The car just turned on the AC by itself because it knows your kids get out of school at 4:15. Cabin hits 23 degrees by the time you walk out. That is D-Link 5.0 learning your routine. It also checks the weather, battery level, and charger schedule, so it will not pre-cool if you are under 15% and need every kilometer. That kind of intelligence is what separates a family EV from a tech toy. Let's go deeper on the battery, because that is the heart of all of this. Blade Battery 2.0 uses a new lithium iron phosphate chemistry with cell-to-body integration. In simple terms, the battery pack is part of the car's floor structure. That makes the whole chassis 32% stiffer than the current Atto 3. What you feel is less body roll when you take a motorway exit with a full load of people and luggage. It also improves safety. In the China NCAP side pole test, the 2027 Sea Lion 05 cabin intrusion was 11 millimeters. A Corolla Cross was 27 millimeters. For families, that is the difference between a scare and a hospital trip. Battery life is rated for 5,000 cycles. If you charge from 20 to 80% twice a week, that is over 48 years of use before hitting 80% health. You will sell the car long before the battery cares. And because LFB does not use cobalt or nickel, BYD is not exposed to the same price spikes as other brands. That is why they can promise stable pricing through 2027. Charging deserves another layer, because your Audi will ask, but what if the light goes out? First, home charging. The 7 kilowatts wall box BYD includes to be set to charge only during off-peak hours, 11 p.m. to 5 a.m., when units are cheapest and the grid is stable. If you have solar, it can talk to your inverter and only pull from excess solar. BYD is certifying installers in every major city, and they add a separate energy meter, so you know exactly what the car costs per month. Second, public charging. The PSO partnership is not just pumps. They are building dedicated EV bays with shade, CCTV, and waiting lounges. You pull in, plug in, tap your phone, and the charger locks to your car, so nobody can unplug you. If a charger is faulty, the BYD app routes you to the next one and tells you if it is busy. By December 2027, the plan is 150 kilowatts average speed on motorways, 60 kilowatts in cities. That means Karachi to Lahore with 2 18-minute stops. Third, destination charging. BYD signed deals with Centaurus, packages Mall Emporium, and 78 McDonald's locations. You will charge while you eat or shop, usually for free or at 35 PKR per kilowatt hour. That is cheaper than home rates in some areas. Now let's talk money again, but this time from a woman's perspective, because she is often the CFO of the house. Say your family spends 42,000 PKR a month on petrol for a BRV. You switch to an M6 electric. Your electricity bill goes up 7,000. You save 35,000 a month. That is 420,000 a year. In 3 years, you save 1.26 million. That is a full university admission for one kid, or a 5 Marla plot down payment, or a solar system that then makes your car free to run. BYD's finance arm is offering 7-year plans at 18%, reducing markup. With the car as collateral, no extra collateral needed. If you bundle solar, the bank treats it as one green loan and gives you a 2% rate cut. That is how you flip the EVs are expensive argument. You stop thinking sticker price and start thinking monthly cash flow. Service and parts is where people get nervous. BYD is doing something smart. They're using the same motor, inverter, and screen parts across Dolphin Plus, Sea Lion 05, and M6 to cut complexity. A common 150 kilowatts motor, a common heat pump, a common 15.6-inch screen. That means your local dealer does not need 200 unique parts in stock. They need 40. BYD's Karachi plant will also rebuild battery modules locally. If one module fails, they do not replace the whole pack. They swap the bad 3.2 kilowatt-hour module in 90 minutes for under 180,000 pkr. Compare that to a hybrid battery replacement today at 950,000 pkr. Tires, brakes, and suspension are normal, and because of Reagan braking, your brake pads last 100,000 kilometers easy. Wiper blade and cabin filters are the same as Toyota parts bin sizes, so you are not locked into dealer pricing. Let's paint the competition response, because Toyota and Honda will not sit still. Indus Motor is already testing a Corolla Cross EV for 2028. Honda Atlas is looking at N-Series assembly, but they both have a problem. They do not make batteries. They buy them. BYD makes them. That is like trying to fight a printer company when they own the ink factory. The only way for the Japanese brands to match BYD's $5.9 million Dolphin Plus is to cut their margins to zero or get government subsidies. Neither is likely. The Korean brands will fight on features. The new Sportage hybrid is excellent, but it still burns fuel. Once total cost of ownership becomes a WhatsApp forward that every family group sees, the market moves fast. Remember what happened with CD70 versus Chinese bikes in the 2000s. The moment the math tipped, the roads changed color in 18 months. Here is a full day in the life of the 2027 BYD family car, because specs are born without context. 6:30 a.m. Your M6 is at 100% from overnight solar. You preheat the battery while plugged in, which costs nothing and gives you full Reagan from the first kilometer. 7:10 a.m. School run. Kids watch YouTube on the rear screen, while the car's air purifier shows PM 2.5 dropping from 180 outside to 12 inside. 9 a.m. You park at work. The car sentry mode records anyone who comes near it. 1 p.m. Load shedding starts. You run an extension from the car to your office's Wi-Fi router and keep working. 3 p.m. You leave early. Hit a PSO charger for 12 minutes. Grab a cold drink. Add 220 kilometers of range. 5 p.m. Weekend grocery run. You fold a third row flat. Fit a 1.5-ton AC box for chairs and 6 bags. Still space left. 8 p.m. Family drive to Menchanabad for dinner. The car reads road signs, slows to the 60 kilometers per hour zone automatically, and your wife uses a passenger screen to cue songs without distracting you. 10:30 p.m. Home. You plug in, set charge limit to 80% for battery health, and the car uploads your trip data. App says you spent 620 pkr on fuel today. Your neighbor's Fortuner spent 4,800. Future upgrades matter too. BYD confirmed all 2027 family cars have 5G and will get feature updates for at least 8 years. Things coming: Urdu and Punjabi voice assistant, local navigation with flood alerts, parent mode that limits speed and acceleration when your teen is driving, and budget mode that stretches range by 12% when you're low. Because the car is software defined, it gets better after you buy it. Your 2027 Sea Lion in 2030 will have features that do not exist today. So what can go wrong? 3 risks. 1. Electricity prices. If per unit cost jumps to 80 pkr, the savings shrink but still beat petrol. 2. Charger vandalism or blocking. BYD is putting cameras and fines into their app, but society has to respect the bays. 3. Insurance. Right now, only 4 companies quote for EVs. BYD is working with EFU and Jubilee to launch EV-specific policies that cover battery and charger. Until then, check your quotes before booking. If you are a father, this is about safety and savings. If you are a mom, this is about convenience and not stopping at pumps at night. If you are a daddy or nana, this is about stepping into a car without climbing and without engine heat. If you are the kid, this is about AC that works and a screen in the back. BYD's 2027 expansion is not just launching cars. It is launching an ecosystem. Cars, chargers, solar, finance, service, software. When all of that clicks together, the question flips from why would I buy electric to why am I still paying for petrol? So here's what I want from you. Go to your electricity bill. Find your per unit rate and calculate what 1,500 kilometers would cost in an EV at 6 kilometers per kilowatt hour. Then comment your city, your answer, and what car you drive now. I will take the top 5 comments and run a full 5-year cost breakdown for you in the next video. And if we hit 10,000 likes on this one, I will get the BYD team to let me test the Sea Lion 05 from Karachi to Punjab with family, not a pro driver. The flip is coming. 2027 is the year it goes mainstream. The only question is whether your driveway is ready.